You love reading India books. Fictions or non-fictions?
Fictions. Novels.
What's your favorite fiction?
All the books I read, I mold myself into the characters, and almost all the books. My favorite author currently is Shri Vibhuti Patnaik.
Vibhuti Patnaik. If you go through like that, almost all the fictions of Vibhuti Patnaik. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
you find one common element.
Yes, sir. So that revolves around a female character and female character. He describes a paradoxical situation. Being a male, he is very well elaborated the psychology of a female in a given condition, the limitations in a social setup.
Do you think that he is a feminist?
So I don't think so. I don't think so.
Since you said like that, his characters, most of his writings revolve around.
Sir, he justifies the feminism in the sense empowering sense. Yes, I can say.
Have you read his book Premika?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Do you find it's not autobiographical?
Yes, sir. I felt it is so, because the way he described the distinction between being someone's lover and being someone's husband, the difference between Anala and Apalambana.
About like his love story?
Sir, felt so. My friend had recommended me that probably it's his love story.
And that like the character of like
Yes.
the lady character of there.
Yes, sir.
Based on whose life?
Sir, it's sir, it's controversial that Pratibha Rai and Vibhuti Patnaik.
Can you read also stories? Short stories?
Yes, sir.
Your favorite short story?
Sir, among all the short stories I have read, there was a short story in our 8th class Sahitya book. It was Dasahara Beti, written by Rajkishore Rai, where he draws a distinction between realism versus materialism. The materialism of the lady character Sunanda, who latter seeing the situation during famine or extreme poverty, later her how her sense of sympathy and empathy came within her towards.
You have heard of Manoj Das?
Sir?
Manoj Das.
Yes, sir.
You have gone through any of his writings?
Sir, I have read recently. Recently, I have Sesa Vasantara Chithi, that is a collection of his short stories.
Is it a collection of short stories or there is a particular story called Sesa?
Sir, in DD Odia, I have watched a short story that is named as Sesa Vasantara Chithi, but when I read the book, I found there is a collection of short stories. Sir, in the book, there is specifically elaboration of his mother or
yes, that. You have used a word while describing the Patnaik. Say like paradoxical. What is a paradox?
Sir, two opposite situation meeting at a point, justifying both the thesis as well as antithesis, like that situation.
Thesis and
antithesis.
Antithesis. Can you give an example of paradox, a sentence? Paradoxical statement.
So India is, we can say that India is progressing. India is being the into the list of the 5 most progressing economies of the world, while there is still a huge number of multidimensional poverty existing in India. That is the paradox.
And you are taking interest also in kitchen.
Yes, sir. Like cooking Odia cuisines.
Like what are the 2 signature foods of Odisha?
I feel so. What is cooked in my home? That's all the mustard gravy curries. the signature dishes of orders are like Sori Service or
But internationally acclaimed, which is created Ox.
Pakhara.
Yes. Which date is celebrated in Pokhara?
So March Kodi. March Kodi, 20th of March.
And another Dharma.
Dharma, yes.
The biotechnology was a very promising field when it came into limelight. But right now, most of the biotechnological products are opposing. It may be in the agricultural field, it may be in other fields. So, what is the reason?
So I feel you are indicating towards the GM crops,
What
like
the agricultural field I am asking
edible.
about?
So genetic manipulation, biotechnology revolves around genetic manipulation technique. So while carrying out genetic manipulation, it might have pros as well as cons. Some unintentional changes might be coming into the plant that might result into the undesired characters. Like there is GM mustard. GM mustard was introduced, but sir, later it was found that it caused dropsy disease in human beings after consuming it. Thus, the NBPGR mandated that GM crops can be produced, but that cannot be used for edible purposes.
So, what are the most important disadvantage of GM crops? So, few most important. One, two,
Disadvantage.
yes, disadvantage I am asking.
So that might carry disease like
These are other things. Don't you think that it
fertility of
poses
this.
a threat to our indigenous
Yes, a wide variety.
varieties? Next, the pest resistance that can be overcome and the emergence of
New diseases also.
emergence of diseases. What do you mean by probity in administration?
So probity in a literal sense means satyanishta. That is that is one of the integral character of a public administration, where he should stick to his he should be truthful towards his duty.
Only truthfulness would duty constitute probity?
So truthfulness plus integrity is called probity.
The highest level of integrity is
Yes,
probity. Then what is integrity?
The integrity is the wholesome. Little means wholesomeness, and that means a person should be completely dedicated towards his duty, objectivity, responsiveness, responsibility. All these characters.
All these characters constitute
integrity.
Then what is the difference between honesty and integrity?
So, honesty means just expressing the truth. Integrity means exposing the truth as it is. Suppose, so I can give it like example. Suppose a person is reselling the car. If he is claiming that the car is in well and good condition, all the car is in well and good condition, then he is being honest with the buyer that yes, the car is in. But means having integrity means the person is saying that although I have checked certain features of this feature of the car, and it seems that the car is in good condition, but I have not completely tested all the chemicals.
Odisha is a revenue surplus state.
Yes, sir.
Why? What are the regions of revenue? What do you mean by revenue surplus?
So means the expenditure is less than the estimated and the receipts.
Revenue receipts. Revenue receipts exceeds the revenue expenditure.
Yes, sir.
And what are the reasons? Why revenue surplus?
Sir,
Do you know from time period we started becoming a revenue surplus?
it is post 2000.
2000,
1991.
no. For near last 6 years or so.
So today only in newspaper an article is published that since last decade, like
Yes,
last decade, the household
it is not earlier
expenditure.
than 2010. It was only after 2014 13 we became revenue surplus. what happened, the main reason that contributed to this being revenue surplus? What is the major mineral resource of income resource of Odisha?
Sir, nickel chromite.
Mineral resources
Yes,
are.
mineral resource.
So what happened to them in 2014? There
Sir,
was
new.
auction of mines. After that, only we got what? Mines ro extra have come royalty.
Right.
Auction hella. After that, we got the royalty, and that royalty was huge. Earlier, there was no auction. That's why revenue surplus.
Sir, I debatable.
Royalty only did not contribute. The tax base body tax base body
Yes.
GST बढ़ेला, tax base बढ़ेला, SGST बढ़ेला. These were there, but this contributed a major. This was a major factor. Okay. Acha. Tell me, what do you understand by new public administration?
Sir, new public administration was a evolution of post 1960s. 1960s, 1970s, that came with the backdrop Reaganism, Thatcherism.
What is that?
The state from earlier the state was used to be a nanny state that had the complete responsibility of all the functions of the state. Later, the state switched its role from the doer to the enabler that provided the platforms to the other stakeholders to access the opportunities and carry out development.
Acha. You were telling about state being an enabler.
Yes.
So, tell me, how the state has played its role as an enabler, Odisha,
Sir.
in bringing investment?
Sir, state being an enabler.
Yes, how should Odisha has enabled?
Make in Odisha conclave
Make in
has
Odisha conclave, very good. Next.
has infrastructural development,
Infrastructural development,
agro marketing policies.
single window clearance.
Single.
Who headed the second administrative reform commission? It is
Birappa Modi, sorry.
Birappa Modi
Sir.
was the chairman of second years. So, tell me, the few recommendations of second administrative reform commission, the domain of center-state relation.
The center-state relation, second administrative commission emphasized upon a coordinative and collaborative relation between the center and state, replacing the earlier coercive relation between the both. It has provided several recommendations on the role of governor.
Role of governor or appointment of governor?
Sir, appointment of governor.
Next.
Sir, then the All India Services cadre officers. Then, sir, the forums like where center and state can collaborate, like Niti Aayog, GST Council, Zonal Council.
These are all recommendations. Niti Aayog?
No, sir. Niti Aayog was not recommended, but it had recommended for having a joint council where both the.
You told about All India Services.
Yes, sir.
What are the main legal framework for corruption in All India Services?
Sir, All India Services.
Have you heard of Prevention of Corruption Act? It's only for services. All India Services.
Sir, also I can remember that in All India Services rule book, the
rules are there.
mentioned.
But this is I asked you legal framework. The legal framework, Prevention of Corruption Act. Yeah, and tell me, what are other bodies for corruption? Legal bodies or constitutional bodies?
Sir, constitutional bodies, tribunals.
Legal any statutory bodies? What is
Sir,
Central
CBC,
Central
CBI,
Vigilance
ED.
Commission?
Yes.
What are Lokpal and Lokayukta?
So that came in 2013, Lokpal and Lokayukt. Like that, the employees, Group A and Group B employees working under the central and the state government.
Sir, whether Prime Minister's office coming under local or not?
No, sir, it does
No?
not.
It's are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Prime Minister's office not coming under local?
No.
Chief Minister's office coming under Lokayukt or not? Please go and read.
Sir, as far
Please go and read. Acha. What are the mechanism to solve interstate river water disputes?
Sir,
We have a interstate river water dispute to which state?
sir, dispute with Odisha and Andhra Pradesh over Bansadhara, Odisha and Chhattisgarh over Mahanadi dispute.
So what are the mechanism?
Sir, a river water board. Then and that was a River Board Act 1952.
Has River Board Act been implemented or it was only there? River Board constituted a River Board.
Yes, sir.
Then other mechanism?
Then a tribunal, a green tribunal.
Green Tribunal is not about interstate river water dispute. It is interstate water dispute tribunal. IDWT, Interstate Water Dispute Tribunal. IWTT. So, tell a few interstate river water dispute tribunals. Mahanadi by his tribunal.
Yes, sir.
Is he? Sure.
Yes, sir.
Verdict.
So it's still.
Verdict about the asking.
Still.
Other water dispute tribunal from
Sir, Kaveri.
Kaveri.
Mahadai.
It's very good. What is Mudra Yojana?
MSME loan, extending the MSME loan to the people by the government.
अच्छा. Mudra जो loan दे रहे हैं, by taking collateral or without collateral?
Without collateral.
Without collateral. Collateral से लेके नहीं loan. Without collateral to promote business. Name few initiative of government of Odisha, the domain of e-governance.
Hotel. My government is all India.
Central government, yes.
Currently, but
Common service center कौन है?
Sir, that is the place where people can access, the common people can access the e-governance related services at their doorstep.
Or other things? Government office would also e-dispatch and e-dispatch.
Yes, sir. Yes, all the government related and the correspondence are uploaded there. Yes.
And what are countries surrounding India, the Indian Ocean region?
The Iowa. Sri Lanka, then this side Maldives, then Madagascar, and so some islands are there, and
Seychelles country
Seychelles, yes, sir, there is a military base there.
Seychelles country. How कौन अच्छी Madagascar अच्छी Seychelles अच्छी how कौन?
On this side, Australia, New Zealand, Australia, and the nearby island.
Mauritius country है जो?
Yes, sir.
Mauritius कहीं की it is closely culturally linked with India.
Probably it's due to us.
Indian population or is population Indian origin both is
yes,
sir. To which district?
The Puri district.
Puri district. Tell few prominent literary figures from the district.
Sir, the Panchasakha. Panchasakha, all they belong to Puri district except Godavari Mishra Everybody else was interested.
Other later figures. Don't remember. Just tell me what the geographical area of Odisha.
Sorry, sorry.
टोटली 4-5 स्टेट मिसेकी गोटे बड़ एरिया करबी
सर 4,77,700 सेटा
4 लक्ष हेले आउ 4टा स्टेट हिजो ठीक अछि ओके नो प्रॉब्लम फेमस बोटानिस्ट फ्रॉम ओडिशा
सर कृष्ण
और जा कोन करथले से
sir he had contributed immensely into plant ecological studies and he was a key contributor in establishing Utkal University.
how the nutrition and water is transported to the leaf
Sir, it has been 3 years. Sir, that is the direct channel and xylem and phloem. Xylem is for water. Oh, no, sir. Xylem is for water. And
so which force is responsible for pulling that?
Proton channel.
Have you heard of transpiration pool?
Yes, sir.
Transpiration pool.
So that's basic of
transpiration pool. ठीक है अच्छा सर आपको पता थैंक यू भला आंसर